students. This is Dr. P. Chandana from IIRE, working as an associate professor in the Department of CSC. So I'm here with the subject of computer organization and architecture. Already we have dealt about some of the topics related to this subject. So in the formal classes, we have been discussed about the cases of what is the introduction of a computer and how it is related with the internal components of a computer. And we have already seen the aspect of computer designs with respect to two aspects. One is the basics with respect to what is the meaning of a computer, followed by what are the functional units you have, what are the key components in the functional units we have to perform so that instructions are executed. And then we have been seeing the other aspect where the data is represented in the form of assembly language notations, programming languages, followed by the instruction set and instruction format notations. Now, we are going to deal with the next case. We already dealt with the next case, which is a context of data representation only. So we are saying that every time the data has been fetching from the memory or stored in the memory. Now, every time when the CPU is trying to access the data from the memory, it may take so long to handle the execution. So in order to consider this, we need to have a temporary locations to navigate this kind of operations or transactions. So for this reason, we are going for the case of registers where you have to concentrate on the context of what exactly the register means, how they have been notated, or how they are represented, and how it has been forwarded to handle the operations. So in this way, we have been getting forwarded with the context of the representations of registers, data in the format of registers, and what are the different operations that can be performed on the registers. The basic idea of using the registers is to navigate the operations between ALU, memory, and CPU. So in order to synchronize the operation and to handle the fastest and efficient processing of a computer organization, we are using the temporary registers which handles the operation. For this reason, we are using the registers. In the former classes, we have already discussed about what do you mean by register, what are different operations or different modes of notating the registers, what are different operations that can be performed on the registers, and how do we represent the registered transactions. So we have been seen in the former class, we have discussed about the things like the different notations we'll be using for handling the registers. And what are the different transfer operations that can be performed. For example, if I am writing R1 tends to R2, this is a notation which is represented with a capital R followed by the numerals. So this is a case of transfer information. Apart from this, if at all you are very specific about the registers in handling the operation of a complete register in two portions, then we have to be very specific about using the number of bits in the register. So one particular transaction is to handle the transfer of one information, and the second transaction is to handle the transfer of another information. Apart from this, we have already seen that in order to handle the operations among n number of registers with ALU or CPU or memory, we need to use one more thing called as bus and memory transfers. Now, bus and memory transfers are the cases where you are going to handle the operations not only from the registers but are intended to handle their operations from the memory to register also. For this reason, we are going to learn about the bus and memory transfers. Now, apart from this, we have been already seen about the context of what do you mean by arithmetic operations, what are different micro operations that have been exactly possible. So even though you are saying that data has been stored in memory, data is stored in registers, it is intended to perform some transactions or calculations. Because of this reason, in order to initiate the transactions, we have to be very specific that what is a micro operations we are using. For example, this is a micro operation which represents the transfer of data from register 2 to register 1. Similarly, there are different micro operations that are suggested to handle the operations for data transfer between register and ALU. For this reason, we divide the micro operations into three different classifications. The arithmetic micro operations, logic micro operations, shifting operations, and finally, design of an ALU. So, in the context of arithmetic micro operations, we have seen the basic operations which are related to arithmetic operations, something like addition, subtraction. Followed by this, we have increment, decrement, ones complement, and two's complement. So these are the basic micro operations which are intended in the arithmetic calculations or arithmetic micro operations. In order to serve these components or serve these operations, we need to use the circuits called as half adder and full adder, where these two serve as a basic importance or basic component of combinational circuits, which handles the transactions of addition or subtraction. So generally we'll be using the full adders. By using the full adders, we'll design a combinational circuit in such a way that it can serve addition, subtraction, increment, decrement, followed by ones or twos complement. So for this reason, we'll be using a component called as binary adder and subtractor, followed by complete arithmetic logic or arithmetic circuit. Arithmetic circuit which considers only one task as a single instruction, and it is served by means of multiplexers as well as combinational circuits to handle the operations of all these contents. So in the arithmetic circuit, we used to have a principle of only one equation which follows the conditions of all the cases. By using a full adder and multiplexer, we'll perform the combination of all these operations. So which is written as D equals to A plus Y plus C input. So A is nothing but the input of A followed by Y followed by input, because we need to perform in some cases only transfer, and we need to perform in some cases complement of the first bit. So we need to perform in some cases twos complement. So in such cases, we need to have the unique instruction in such a way that, or unique equation in such a way that it can serve all these particular logic principles. So in this way, we are performing the arithmetic micro operations. Now, in today's session, we are going to discuss about the logic micro operations. Now, as a context of logic micro operations, we are focusing on only two things, or only the context of logic operations. So, logic micro operations are the case where you are handling the information basing on the four basic operations of logic cases. One is AND, OR, NOT. In some cases, we are performing exclusive OR. So these are the four basic logic gates we'll be using to handle the operations of all the logic expressions. Now, in order to serve this case, in general, we know that the truth table of all this data or all these combination circuits, we already know this in the digital principles. Now, basing on these principles, we used to serve logic micro operations with a set of different tasks. Like 16 micro operations are suggested to handle the logic operations. So let us see the context. So generally, logic micro operations are the operations which are performed on the strings of bits in the corresponding registers. So for example, if I am writing 1011, if at all I want to perform, if this is A, and if at all I want to perform A bar, then the string of bits in the register will be operated based on the complement. So what happens here? The 1011 will become 0100. This is equals to A bar. So the bits of strings or the bit of strings in the register will be handled with respect to the corresponding operation, and it will gets affected as a result. So in this way, they work on the individual bits of a data which acts as a bitwise operations. It is useful for bitwise manipulations on the binary data, and it is used to handle the logical decisions based on the bit value. Now, there are 16 principles of operations that can be performed by using a simple context of AND, OR and other logics. So we used to have two different binary variables, and basing on these two different binary variables, we used to perform 16 logic operations on the corresponding data set. The mostly complement or the most important or most implemented concepts of the logic operation is AND, OR, XOR and complement. These are the basic four operations. Now, there are so many combinations which are combined, which are created by means of combination of these four logic gates. So, first example we have is OR operation. OR micro operation has been expressed with the context of either plus or B. B is nothing but the disjunction and the conjunction principles. So, in this case, what are you doing is, you are considering two inputs and you are giving the gate in such a way that the Y input will be either dependent based on the X and Y. For example, here is the case where you are performing the OR gate. So, in the OR gate, the logic principle is, if two zeros are there, the output will be 0. If any 1 is there, the output will be 1. If two ones are there, then also the output will be 1. So, basing on this principle, we used to serve the example. In this case, what is happening over here? It is performing bitwise operations. 0 and 0, 0. 1 and 1, 1. Again 1 and 1, 1. 0 and 0, 0. Again 0 and 1, 1. Again 1 and 1, so 1 and 0, 1. So in this way the total combination is being followed with the entire operations. So if you observe this, the representation of OR gate can be represented using two notations. One is either P plus Q or OR symbol using conjunction or disjunction principle. So here P plus Q can also be expressed in the form of resistors as R2 plus R3 implies R1. So R2 plus R3 implies R1, or else I can also express this as R5 or R6, which is equals to R4, which is representing R4. So in this way I am following the instruction to handle the context of OR case. Next one is AND micro operation. AND micro operation is also similar. We have a logic gate principle for our AND micro operation, where if you have two zeros, the output will be 0. If any one is zero, any one in the input is 0 available, then also the output will be 0. If both are ones, then only the output will be 1. So by using the same logic, the truth table will be going to have the effect of the same result in the corresponding result operation. In this way, you are performing the case of handling the AND micro operation. Similarly, complement. So the complement is only having two inputs. If it is 0, the output will be 1. If it is 1, the output will be vice versa. So this is the case of complement operation. So you can see the complement operation over here, which is followed in the representation of 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. In this way, a data has been represented in the form of complement micro operation. Next one is exclusive OR micro operation, which is the last one, which is a basic logic gate in the last one. So exclusive OR micro operation is a case where you are focusing on corresponding ones and corresponding zeros. If at all these two cases are there, then output will be 0. If at all any one is available in the input, then only we will have the output as 1. So these are the cases of exclusive OR gate. So based on this truth table, we have the following operation. We have the following operation. So here is the example of the following operation. You can observe that two ones are there, so output is 0. Two zeros are there, the output is 0. If I have any one combination here, for example, here from the MSB, third bit is 0. From MSB, third bit is 1. So we have a combination of 1. So in this way, we are performing the operation of XOR gate with respect to the operations of exclusive OR cases. So these are the 4 basic operations of the logic gate. Now, basing on this principle, we need to focus on the case of how different logic micro operations are possible with respect to these 4 registers. We have 16 combinations of 4 registers where you are performing the functions from F0 to F15, where the F0 to F15 is followed from equal half bits, so F0 to F7. Similarly, F8 to F15. So we divide into equal halves. Now, if you observe this, 0 and 0, we have all zeros. The complement will be in the second section. Complement will be in the second section. Only for the first case, it will be reflected. Rest all will be similar. If you observe this, 4 zeros, 4 ones. 4 zeros, 4 ones. 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. So that means only the first case will be inverted, but the rest all will be same. So the combination which you are taking for the 16 functions will be divided into equal half, and it will be reflected as it is in the second case. So this is a case of truth table for 16 logic functions. Now let us see how these different logic functions can be served. For example, this is a way how we are writing the truth table. Now let us see what is the function of each and every case. If you observe this, F0 is completely possessing only 0. This means it does not possess any value in the corresponding state. Even though X is input, has some input, Y is having some input, here the output is completely 0. So this is clear operation. If you observe the second case of F1, the output is 1 only if 2 ones are available. So this is AND gate. This is AND gate. Similarly, third case. So we have some other operation for this. So each function is having unique task to perform the operation. Just to have the example, we have taken this. So here, each task is having a unique operation. So how to handle this unique operations will be explained in the next session. So each function is having a unique binary operation which is called as Boolean function. So first one is f is 0. So here x and y are there. X and y the same combination, and each function how it has been generalized or analyzed it is given in the next section. Generally we have 16 different logic micro operations with 2 binary variables. That means we need to have, for n binary variables, we need to have 2 power n combinations of the functions. So for example, if I have 2 input variables, how many functions it will happen? 2 power 2. That means 2 power 4, which is equals to 16 combinations. So here 4 binary variables are there. Sorry, 2 binary variables are there. That is x comma y, which is equals to 2 power 2, which is equals to 2 power 16 combinations. So 16 combinations of functions will be available. Now let us consider the same case, 0, 0, 0, 0. So here f naught equals to 0. So we are saying f naught equals to 0, which means that f naught is not having any operation. We call it as a clear. Next one is f1 equals to x comma y, x dot y, because we are performing the AND operations over here. So we are having the operation a and b. So this is AND. Next one is x and y bar, which is equals to a and b bar. So these are the logic operations, how the functions have been achieved. We are simply saying that the statement of f0 to f16 is this, and these are the functional logic or truth table for this. If you apply Boolean logic and Boolean function for this, the expressions will be like this. Okay. In similar way, we are having all combinations of operations. For example, if you're having f6 over here, we can find that 2 1s are there only if the one combination is available in any of the. So we can say that it is exclusive OR. So we have an exclusive OR operation. Similarly, for the next one, you can find 3 1s with respect to the ones available in the input. So OR operation. So we have OR operation. Similarly, all the different tasks of 16 combinations will be explained using this particular logic. This is a Boolean expression which handles the operation. So here is the case of same example with the context of what do you mean by function, what is the logic of a Boolean function, what is the micro operation we have, and what is the name of the corresponding function. So the same thing which is explained in the previous case, the same thing is clearly explained with the task. These are the Boolean functions where you have a combination of x and y, and these are the set of micro operations which are instructed in the computer to perform the task. And this is the name of the corresponding functions. Name of the corresponding function. So in this way, you are performing the task. So if at all you are saying that f3 equals to x, this is nothing but as it is, a is being transferred to f. So similarly, the different operations like a and b bar, so x plus y bar, these are the calculations which are made by means of a K-map calculations. So K-map is a case which have been explained in the context of digital logic design, which expresses how zeros and ones are represented and how the different combinations of Boolean equations can be calculated from the truth table. Now the applications of logic micro operations. So here we have seen 16 combinations of micro operations, but there are some exclusive operations which are intended apart from AND or exclusive OR and complement. We have some other calculations of logic operations also. So let us see what are they. So we have to manipulate the individual bits or portions of a word in the register. In such cases, we need to handle the operations by taking some of the cases like modification of contents of A, like selective set, selective complement, selective clear, mask, clear, insert and compare and etc. So these are the set of operations which are performed. The selective set combination is nothing but A or B, that means A plus B. Selective complement is a combination of A implies A exclusive or B. So if you observe this, selective complement and compare both are similar. Selective clear, that means only we are specifically clearing only some of the contents in the section of A. Mask delete, performing the AND operation. Mask is nothing but clearing the content into 0, that is clear. Next clear is exclusive OR, and next one is insert operation A dot B plus C. So these are the set of operations. So let us see what exactly each and every operation is. Selective set. In selective set operation, we consider the bit patterns of A and B, both the cases, And in the bit, basing on the bit pattern in B, we have to select or set the certain patterns of the A. That means if at all I find ones in the corresponding B, then only the respective positions of A will be changed. Otherwise, it will be in the same as it is. So if you observe this, if B is set to 1, if any bit in the B is set to 1, then the corresponding position will be set to automatically 1 in the section of A. So here if you observe this, this is 1 and this is 1. Now, what did you observe in the section of A? That means you are trying to focus only selective settings, but bit patterns of A will be transferred as it is, but only basing on the patterns of B it will be reflected. So here 1 will be there. Now in the section of A in the section of bit pattern of A, what are you doing? So in that case, what you are doing? So whenever I find ones in B, the corresponding positions in A should be set to 1. Corresponding bit in A position should be set to 1. So what happens here? So 1 is available in the section of B. So the corresponding position in corresponding A bit will be handled to 0. And if at all I find any zeros over here, the transfer of A is as it is. Whenever I find ones in B, then only it gets affected. Similarly, in the first section, this is 1 already available with also, we will transfer as it is. So this is the context of 1, 1, 1, 0. Something like if 2 ones are available, we found, or if 2 ones are available, or any 1 is available, we found it is 1. And the rest all is 0. So we have a OR gate. So this is a OR operation which you are performing. This is called selective set. The basic idea here is to perform AND or exclusive or all performs based on 2 inputs. But here, if you are intentionally focused to handle only with the part of A or a portion of A, then you are focusing on the special operations like selective set, selective complement, compare and other combinations. So this is a combination of selective set. Why you are calling this a selective set? Because whenever I find 1 in B section or in B register, the corresponding bit is only getting affected in the A section. Otherwise, it is keeping as it is. So we can find the same thing. Now the next one is selective complement. So what do you mean by selective complement operation? So what are you doing here? Here also we have to perform the same case. We used to complement only certain bits in A with respect to B position. If B is set to, if any of the bit in B is set to 1, then that position in A will get complemented from the original value. So if you observe here the same case of example, now here only 1 is there and here 1 is there. The corresponding positions in A will be getting complemented. As I found in the MSB it is 1, the corresponding position in A will be 1, is 1. So now it gets complemented to 0. Now in the section of B we have 1 in the second position from LSB. So the corresponding bit is 0 in A. So this will be transferred to 1. The rest all will be remain as it is. So this will be loaded as it is. Clear? So 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. Now this bit will get affected and this bit will be getting affected. Now this is B. This is A. Now what happens here? Whenever I find 1 over here, the same bit value should get complemented. The rest all should be as it is. Now because of this reason, I am transferring the content of A as it is, but only bit positions are changing. We consider this as AT plus 1. We are calling this as AT and this is AT plus 1. We are focusing only on the portion of A. So this is 0. So here already we have as we don't have any 1 over here, we have to transfer 1 as it is. Now the restored position is the second position from LSB, first position in MSB or MSB position. So whenever I find 1 in the second position from LSB, the same number or same bit in the corresponding bit position will be changed to 1. And here the same will be reflected and 0 will be affected. So this is the way how you have to perform the operation. If you observe this, whenever I find ones in any of the position, only that is getting affected, rest all is same. So we can have a exclusive OR operation. So this is a case of A or B. So selective complement operation is performed only if the corresponding bit positions in B is found 1. The complement operation will be performed in A. So in this way of performing the complement operation. Next one is clear. So the basic intention of clear is to reset. Resetting in the sense, whenever the finding of B is having some position 1, the same position will be set to 0. That means in the former case, we made the complement of it. But here we don't have any complement, we simply make it as a 0. So same case. When I find 1 in 2 positions, the second position and the fourth position, that means third position. So 0, 1, 2, 3. This first position and the third position. So what happens here? I need to transfer A. How it has to transfer? It has to clear. That means whenever I find 1, that should be set to 0. So whenever I find 1, that is already set to 0. Now whenever I find 1, if it in this case it is 1. So here the third bit position is changed to 0. So in such cases, we are performing the selective clear. So selective clear because we are focusing only on the bit positions of 1 in the register B. The respective bit positions are getting affected in A. And we are transferring this to AT plus 1. So in this way, we are performing the selective clear operation. Next one is mask operation. Mask is nothing but, for example, any of the things are available. If you completely mask it, what happens? The previous content will be deleted. The new content will be visualized to the external persons. Similarly, here also we perform the same thing. So what are you doing is, you are simply taking the A value and you are simply taking the B value. So when the bit is set to bit in position B or a bit in register B is set to 0, then the same position will be getting set to 0. Otherwise, it will remain unchanged. So here observe the case. Still now we are focused on the bit position 1 in B section, B register. Now we are focusing on the 0 position in the B register. So 0 and again 0. So that is 0th position and the second position. So we have zeros in the position of second and 0th position in B. Now the same bits should get affected in the register A with the 0. So the position of 0 is already available with 0. So to load it as it is. Next, 1 is having, so we don't have any. So we have a change in this. So we have already A. We need to transfer A. We are not focusing on B. We have to focus only on A. So because of this reason, what are you doing? We are just discarding this one and you are simply loading this 0. Loading this 0. Now again I found a 0 in the position of B register. So the same corresponding position will be affected and this will be loaded as 0. Loaded as 0. And now we are having 1. So there is no change. So we simply leave 1 as it is. So 1, 0, 0, 0, which is nothing but A and B. If 2 1s are there, we found it is 1. Otherwise it is zeros. So we have a position of A and B. This is a case of masking operation. Main idea here is to simply transfer or simply make a mask in such a way that make a layer of a corresponding data in such a way that it is being cleared with the zeros. Next one is clear operation. So the clear operation in this case, what are the things we will be doing is, if the same bit positions are in A, B are in same, then we have to clear it. Otherwise, we have to set as it is as A. So if the same positions are there available in the A and B, it means if 1 is available, only those positions will be cleared. Otherwise, it is remaining as it is. For example, in your case, data set, here 1 is there. We don't have 1 in the A. Here 1 is there. We have 1 in the A. So what happens here? This won't have any change, but this will have a change. So what are you doing here? We are focusing on the 0. And next one is 1. Next one is 1. And next one is 0. So what are you doing here? They have been cleared and they have been set to A. So here following the context of 0 followed by 1, followed by 1 and followed by 0. So only the first position, if at all I find 1, then only it is getting affected. So next one is insert operation. So inserting in the sense we are trying to insert a new value into the corresponding register. So in this case, what are you doing? You are focusing on insertion of a new value. So how can you insert? Without any position availability, how can I insert? If at all any data is available, how can I replace? Because of this reason, we need to perform 2 operations here. One is masking operation and the other one is insertion. So 2 operations we need to perform. So first one is mask operation to clear the desired bit positions. That means in order to replace it, first clear the content in the register or a portion of a register. And then you have to insert a new value. So for this, you are performing the OR operation to handle the insertion. Now here we are having an example where you have a low order 4 bits and high order 4 bits. So here you're having the context of complete number like this. This is a A register which is having a 16-bit combinations. Now here I am having a content which has to be inserted onto the corresponding A. So what I am doing, I have to insert into low order 4 bits the desired value. Now I have to insert the low order 4 bits which has to understand with the mask register. So we have a mask operation like this. So here A is the available and we are inserting the mask. Mask is a dummy value which you are trying to insert. So now it has been focused with the context of AND operation. So masking operation is an AND operation. So we get a 0, 0, 0, 0. Now we have to add a new bits. New bits here is 1, 0, 1, 0. And here it is 1, 0, 1, 0. I want to insert this particular value. So I want to insert this new value into the last 4-bit order register. So actually because of visibility you have some mistakes. So here it is 1, 0, 1, 0. And here it is 1, 0, 1, 0 which you have to insert. What is the thing which you are doing? If at all I am having a register 0 to 7 and 8 to 15. In the last position of LSB, I have to insert 4 registers or 4 bits. That is 1, 0, 1, 0. For this reason what I am doing, my introduction will be on the new number. And here is the number which I have to insert. This is the value which I have to insert. This is the original value which I have taken. Now to insert this new value, first I need to override this. So for this reason I am performing the masking operation. So in the masking operation what I am doing, I am filling with the dummy variables and performing the AND operation. So what happens if I perform the AND operation, it will give me all the values as 0. So it is possible for me to insert a new value. If at all it is clear. Now the next one is, I want to insert a new value, that is 1, 0, 1, 0. Okay, so this is 1, 0, 1, 0 and the rest all are zeros because I am not going to affect the previous bits. I want to affect only the last order bits. So because of this reason, I will be using the 0, 0, 0, 0 for the previous bits and the only last 4 bits will be appended with 1, 0, 1, 0. So in order to append this, I need to perform the OR operation. I need to perform OR operation. So what happens here? So when I perform OR operation here, what happens? 0 and 0, 0. 0 and 1, 1. 0, 0, 0, 1. So this is the total operation which I am having. So if you observe this, the original value which you are trying to insert, the result which you have observed, both are same. So in this way you are performing the inserting operation. So inserting operation is a case where you have to insert a new value into the existing register. And you have to be very specific that in which portion of the register you want to insert. Are you inserting the total values in the register or only portion of a register? Here in this case, we have taken an example of 1010 to be inserted in the last 4 order bits or a low order 4 bits. So in this case, what are you doing? You have taken the original value and you have been taken only the consideration of last 4 bits and you have first tried to replace that by means of clearing that. After that, you have added with a new value, that is 1010 for the same value. Now, if at all you want to add with a new value, what about the rest all bits which are already available? So those have to be introduced or those has to be operated again. So because of this reason, we need to consider the case of appending the new value with the existing value by the help of a zeros insertion in the previous bits. And you're performing the OR gates on that so that NOR operation on that so that your final result of desired input will be or desired adding of bits will be affected. So in this way you are performing the operation. Now we have already said that these are the 16 micro operations that are possible by using the 4 logic gates. Now basing on the 4 logic gates only, we try to design a circuit which is a unique circuit which basing on the selection pins we can either select XOR. Selection pins basing on this we can either select OR, NOT, AND or any other operation. So we have 4 operations to perform. And this is for position with each and every bit. So here is a complete operation which you have been performed. The mux design can be our wish. I can either use AND gate here, I can either use XOR gate here, I can either use NOT gate here. It depends on what type of input I am taking. So if you observe this, we need to have 2 binary variables. So A and B. So A and B is mandatory. And as we need to select any one operation among the 4 operations, we need to have a multiplexer. Now, in order to handle this selection, we need to have a special pins that is S0 and S1. So for this particular output, we have a combinations like this. So A and B, A exclusive or B, A and B, A and B, A or B, A and B, A equals to A. So what is this? This is A bar. What is this? Let us see. So we have the AND operation of a hardware implementation. So what are we doing here? Here what are we performing is generally designed based on the 4x1 multiplexer and 2 input variables A and B. Now basing on the selection pin S0, S1, we have the truth table of multiplexer in such a way that if 0 is 0 is there, the output will be 1. That means the selection pin 0 will be selected. If this is X, the output Y, X0 will be selected. If it is 0, 1, X1 will be selected. If it is 1, 0, X2 will be selected. 1, 1, X3 will be selected. Okay. So in this way, you are performing the operations of the X0 to X3. Now, basing on this particular multiplexer operations, we are going to select the case. For example, if AI and BI is there, selection pins are there. If it is 0, 0, then the first pin will be selected X0. X0 means AND operation. AND operation will be selected and the operation is designed as A and B. And if it is 0, 1, so this pin will be selected and the output is Y is equals to A or B. Okay, the third pin, for example, if it is 1, 1, what happens? This pin will be selected. So this will be Y is equals to, we are getting complement of what? We are getting complement of the resistor A. This will become A bar and the third bit will be A bar. F is equals to A bar. So in this way, you are selecting the unique logic or micro operation circuit which performs all these 4 tasks based on the input you are providing. So in this way, you are handling the operations of the logic micro operations. So this is about the case of logic micro operations. So let us have a revision once again. So as a part of the context, as a part of the register transfer language, we have been discussed about what exactly the register is, how it has been notated, how it has been represented to handle the operations. If at all you are performing any operations on the registers, those are called as micro operations. Even though it is from register to register or register to microprocessor, register to memory or memory to any other operations, it is considered as a micro operations. Generally, we have a micro operations in form of 4 types. One is arithmetic, logic, shift and register transfers. So we have a 4 macro operations. So if in the context of register transfer, the simple transfers from register R1 to R2 or R2 plus R3 implies R4. These things are called as register transfer operations. When it comes to arithmetic micro operations, we have a combinations of arithmetic operations which have a combinations of binary addition, subtraction, increment, decrement, ones complement and twos complement. Now the next one is digital operation with respect to logic cases. The logic operations, we are supporting the basic 4 micro operations, that is AND, OR, NOT, XOR. So basing on these 4 combinational logic circuits, we try to design a logic micro operations which can support up to 16 micro operations based on the number of inputs you are taking. So we have 2 inputs which you have to perform. So it is performing up to 2 power n combinations of functions. These are the 4 basic micro operations which you are performing with a basic task. That is, first one is OR gate, second one is AND gate, third one is complement, and fourth one is exclusive OR gate. These are the basic logic principles which you already discussed in the first years and second years, or first years and first 2 semesters. Now, basing on these 2 tables, we have a combination of 16 functions that can serve as a logic micro operations. So how the 16 functions are generalized is dependent on the Boolean functions. So here is the Boolean function where you have a calculation of Boolean functions. So on the left side, you can find the Boolean functions of the corresponding F0 to F15. And now the second one is the micro operation with respect to those Boolean functions are explained in the micro operation section. And what is the name of that micro operation is decided in the name section. Now the applications of logic micro operations other than the 4 components of 4 different operations are selective set, selective complement, clear, mask, clear, insert and recompare. So each operation is performing the task which are specifically based on the design of a patterns in the bits with respect to B and A. So we are trying to modify the contents either partially or fully. So it is dependent on the transfer of information or handling of transactions between two or more registers. So because of this reason, as we need to perform the logic micro operations, we have different combinations like this. Next one is selective set. So in the selective set operation, we are focusing only on the portion of a register A when compared with the B. We are not focusing on the B. We are focusing only on A, and that A should be affected based on the bit positions in B. If B is having any bit positions with the value 1, the corresponding position will be set to 1 in the A bit also, A registers also. So we can find the example over here. The final output of this will be a simple logic of OR operation. Next one is selective complement. In the selective complement, what are you doing? You are performing only the complement of the corresponding bit positions in B. If at all I find any 1 in B, the same position in the A will be getting complemented and it is transferred as it is. This is about the example. Selective clear. So in this case, we are trying to set the value to clear the corresponding existing value. If at all I find the positions in B, or if at all I find 1 in the positions of B, the same bit positions will get affected with the zeros. So this is about the simple operation of A dot B bar. Next one is masking operation. So whenever you are trying to have the same positions in B, the same positions will get affected in the A also. That means you are trying to delete the same number in A and you try to replace with a 0. And the last one is clear operation. If the bits in the same position of A and B are same, then they are cleared to A. Otherwise, they have been set as it is. So they are cleared to A. Cleared in A means we are trying to fit the position in the same positions. We are trying to clear it. Otherwise, we are simply leaving as it is. So we can find that B value you have 1 in the second position, we are transferring as it is. In the A value you have 1 position, we are transferring as it is. But you find ones in the both the positions, we have been changed to that into 0. So in this way, we are forming the clear operation. Next one is inserting a new value only in the portion of a register. That means here we are performing the insert operation only for the portion of a register. We are not affecting the total register, only the portion of the register is having. So in this case, what are you doing is, you have the two conditions to perform. One is, if at all I am trying to replace the content which is already available, first I need to clear it, then I have to add it. So in order to consider this, we are performing two operations. To clear, we are using mask, and to add, we are using OR operation. So two operations are mandatory to handle this. Now because of this reason, we are having the two conditions to perform this. So we can observe the case where you are trying to introduce a number 1010 in the low order 4 bits of the register A, which is which is having some other original value. Now this should be replaced with the 1010 in the last 4 bits. Now in order to consider that, we have to first convert that last 4 bits to 0. Then we have to insert a new value. So for this reason, we are converting this by using a masking operation, and then we are adding this with a new number. When you are adding the last 4 digits, it should also affect with the previous digits. Because of this reason, we are appending zeros in the previous conditions or previous bits. So we are performing OR gate for all the operations, all the bit operations, and we are finally getting the value of the total result. So this is about the insert operation. In order to perform the unique logic circuit which handles all the basic 4 operations, we need to have a circuit designed by using a multiplexer and the operation which you are trying to operate, the combination circuit which you are trying to operate. So for this reason, in the former case, we can design our circuit as any combination. This is a circuit which is designed with the XOR first, and this is a circuit which is designed with the AND gate first. Depends on the design how you are performing. But my intention is to perform the logic micro operation. In this case, what happens? If I have selection pin 0, the first bit will be selected or first pin will be selected. This will give me XOR operation. If at all it is 1 and 1, the last pin will be selected. This will give me A bar. Clear? So this will be giving me A bar. So next one is, if at all I select the 1-0 combination, this will give me the second pin, that is A and B. A and B. So in this way, the design of a logic gate is purely design of logic micro operation circuit or logic circuit is designed basing on the inputs which you are considering. The inputs you are taking is the same affected basing on the inputs you are selecting. That selection fee depends on the multiplexer selection pins which is decided for the operation. So in this way, you're getting operated with the entire country. So this is about for today's session. In the next section, we'll be discussing about the shift micro operations. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.